Well, I mean, coming from the industry, working with big name artists back in the States, not to name drop or anything, like Wu-Tang Clan, Jay-Z, Redman and all that kind of stuff. People from the 90s, really. I came to England like 7 years ago and kind of like had to start back going down at the bottom, working my way up. So the price range had gone down considerably lower. So it was working more with new artists. And so, which I had no problem with and everything like that, but new artists wanted to be TV artists. And, most of my problems have been with explaining to them how things are different. When they make a video and how they get signed and how they get to a label, and none of that's my responsibility. You know what I mean? So that's really where a lot of the discussion has been with new artists. If they are just about trying to showcase their work and get out there and get seen, then we have a good conversation about that. And I like to try and do the best kind of video that matches with the song and with their animation as a performer. First of all, a lot of artists have the gumption and the wherewithal to make it. They just don't know how to make it. There's nobody actually explaining to young artists today how to get into the business. They think that because they got talent, that's what it matters. They don't realize that a lot of artists have been out there performing on the circuit, and that circuit is not just in your neighborhood youth club or the local park performance. The circuit is actually, being out there in the public, in the clubs, playing in different cities. And if they're not doing that, then they're not really going to get much anywhere. So they have the determination to play the next part, their community gig, but that's not enough if they want to actually succeed. So to think about doing a video is the way they should be thinking, because then they can send that video out to Channel U, they can send it out to record labels, they can get their stuff out there. But they don't understand that it's all about, how should we say, it's about constantly being seen as an artist that changes. And that's what the most important thing. You can make a video, right, and that's not going to be enough, because who's going to see it? Your mom, your cousins, your friends that come over. So, and if they don't put any money into it, it's definitely not enough, because that's definitely who's going to see it. Now, of course, now we have YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Now, that's a good marketing tool. MySpace is a good marketing tool. But how many people have it? Thousands. So even if a record label were to look at all the different MySpaces, how are they going to find you? The only way they can find that artist is that if that artist is marketing themselves, and they don't have any kind of clue about marketing and distribution, because it's not taught in schools. There are no record labels that are local that is out there saying this is what we're looking for, and so it's hard for artists. So when I come along after having been in the industry and they're asking me to make a free video because they can't afford it, then I'm kind of going like this, all right, let's have a long discussion about marketing and distribution. And then their eyes glaze over. When am I gonna get my video? So that's been my experience. Now I've worked with one artist in particular that was really on the ball with their marketing, and I mean I give that shout out to the young cove, because he understands the business of the music business. Even though he does play locally, he does play on radio, he does play on TV, he's out there, he's marketing himself, he's advertising himself, and he's probably pretty much the only known rapper in the city, because there are people who have, like, say, won a contest, or who have been to Manchester or London, and then what? There are artists who have been on TV, I don't want to name names, but then what? You know what I mean? There are artists who have gotten a manager, right? then what? People don't have the stamina for the industry. Advice is find somebody who's going to explain to you how to actually market yourself. And don't think that like just because you sing and you got your cousin to make a video. I can say it. There was a kid here today. Me and my cousin, like made video and stuff like that. Oh yeah, right. Because I said, who made your video? My cousin. What you guys shoot? Down in we had green screen and but with backgrounds. What? All right, forget about it. So like the whole point about it is it's not his fault. It's just the fact that like who's teaching young artists? Who's giving them the information? And they have to seek that information for themselves. So that's my only advice is that just singing, rapping, that's not enough. Just making a video, that's not enough. Because that video is in your hand. Now what you gonna do with it? Now what? That's my whole point. Flags matching different colors and dress codes. Everybody got a story and scars to show. Now most of my niggas banging. Check out the colors Yellow, black, red, or blue rags. Shirts, shoes, hats. The only humorous anecdote is the fact that on every set there's always a riot. The artists are great. Their entourage are not. There's always that whole thing about the artists have to keep it real. And so they're great, lovely guys. And then all of a sudden they got like 10 to 15 dudes in hoodies. Trying to wonder why you're telling them to back up. Hey, you talking to me? You know what I mean? And then you hear the click, click. Was that a gun? Right? So, yes, that's been my experience. That's why I'm here in England. It's the haves and the have-nots. Everybody wants to be in that little 12-inch box. Everybody, the celebrities always get snap pictures. They're wearing lovely dresses that they don't own. Like even our artists today got to return the clothes. That's what happens. That's what happens is that the celebrities look great on the red carpet, and the red carpet, I've been to Hollywood, red carpet only lasts about a block long. So, like in that fashion, everything is fake in Hollywood. Damn to say, I hate this interview. Let's cut because you're going to have to redo me.